Me? Not right now. You want to? No? Alright. I'll take you in there. I said I'll take you in there in a second. No, not right now. When I go in there. Yeah. Yeah. You said what, baby? Go to sleep. I'll take you in there while you sleep. We're not broke no rules. You over there checking the rules. Bro, the game hasn't started yet, bro. The game hasn't started, bro. I just posted it. He scored. He scored a long one. Not long, but like 30 yards. It's crazy, George Kittle. I got Cooper Kupp. I got Cooper Kupp and Deebo Samuel in this league. That's nuts.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears.
It's terrible.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway.
Two of the bigger disappointments of the first quarter of the season. Hell. Oh man, what is the point? Project. What? Jesus Christ, bro.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the three across the front, and can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Oh!
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
I think you can call the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
She's asleep.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first
yeah,
and 10.
I will.
Barkley inside handoff. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
You said what?
Well, this defense for the Giants,
did you not hear what I said?
Had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up.
No.
First down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Bears at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Yeah.
A Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this will be caught by Mooney. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Happy birthday to him?
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Uses the stiff arm. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
No, that was a stretch.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Colin Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have answered with a field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end
Bro,
with a
catch the
PAT,
ball,
right?
bro.
In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. That's caught again by Schultz.
Bro, you say that every time somebody completes one pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and he is going to lose yardage here. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Mayfield to throw it. Wide open.
That's a good play.
Complete.
That was so bad. Why is County going again?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second goal.
No, I blew it, trying to stop him from getting the
position. 1st and 10.
The same.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
But Doesn't mean it's not. I mean, I'm not gonna what's called. Dog. Bro, he's breaking tackles again, bro.
Touchdown, Chicago. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 14 yards out, and the Bears have retaken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
I'm gonna lose this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. 30-yard line, second and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Giants. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bacon tackles. Consistent.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown. Because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he may be a few inches short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mayfield on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A little bit.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield.
They're terrible.
But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They're so bad.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter.
You be trying to stiff on people, bro. And if you miss, it just stays out there.
The captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you don't be knowing that he's going to miss.
We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
33 yards is the...
Yeah. It's bad. I mean, it's 89.
It really helps me more to just extend the stiff arm because it don't hurt him. He starts off. Yeah, just watching him. I'm just typing like
Oh, I don't pick this stuff, bro. Whatever pops up. Yeah, I don't be picking that stuff, bro. I probably should, though. I got an email from my D lineman. I'm hoping that I just get it by not getting a lot of rush yards against me. He hit what? Nah, bro, you get free will to do whatever you want when somebody does that. Hey, don't run on the field. You be super athletic. There's a bunch of them dudes. Bro, what is going on with this pausing? Bro, you asking me like I paused it? Yo, what in the world, bro? I would have been rude if I would have just hit that button now. Say nothing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, another run to Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nah, it says if I didn't care about where the hole was. Yeah,
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
They'll run here with Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Come on, Wood.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Herb Smith Jr. a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
I did not mean to throw the ball.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo
because he got linebackers on the field. Right to him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
I think so, yeah.
Run,
To throw, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to the final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
It's bad. I would rather play zone out of 3-4. I mean, man out of 3-4 than I would
staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Man out of 3-4 than zone. Yeah. At least make the tackle.
Mayfield looks to throw. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. Point it right. First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Hey, alert!
Throwing, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Why does this nigga just back up like that?
Point it right. Regular. Hey, alert 33.
Bro, you got to snap the ball.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to...
And all the way in! Touchdown, New York! Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, bro, does it count as running the same play if it's a new drive? That counts back to back? Yeah. Okay.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, it all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
You gonna do that? That's stupid, bro. He's doing something to my defense, making these niggas do that foolishness.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Oh, you go to jail.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Go up and get it, bro.
What's the
Go
harm
up
in
and
adding
get it.
another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several
Everybody
turnovers.
trying to
You
punish
have to think that's going to
instead of
be
actually
something they're
hitting.
going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think
off the
about, okay,
block,
how do we
bro.
put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, Wilson.
Right to him.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Let's go. Following the interception, Mayfield. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown
Boy, my nigga's not
or
ready
you're
to
throwing
play
the
no
check
down,
down.
right?
But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
He wasn't
now
ready.
Get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a
I ain't
major
gonna lie,
part of
I
that
haven't
has been how
touched that
they've
game
taken
since
their
that
offense to
night.
a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
What's the point of a big man that doesn't
The
dunk?
Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of
Come.
6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Bruh. He's dunking for 99, bro.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
He's still got bigger Mayfield breaking tackles.
You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably
He
going to
was
get the
about to
ball
break
back. Good
Versus
job
Andre
declining that
tackle
penalty.
again.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Pass to the right. There's Jones. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. The 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular. Hey, alert 33.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if
Bro,
they do,
jump.
Intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Run. Regular. Pistol. Real. Alert.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
All right, dude.
Eddie Jackson picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now,
Yes, for
It's
no
just
reason.
not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
Bro, at least jump.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Wilson wants to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
To throw again is Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Lets it fly for Thielen, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. This is caught by Tate. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Might as well play in the jump.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
Yeah, he do.
And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield on the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head.
I mean, I told you where the pick gonna be at.
boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasels. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm
Oh.
number 1, how could you post that?
Oh yeah, I only ran like 2 plays.
I'm not the one to go back.
On defense. That's it.
Run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine,
Yeah.
you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass captain publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm for where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew rules since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black.
Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run.